Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk to you guys about Robyn Brown. In the Sister Wives Tell-All, all three parts, we talked about all the other sister wives quite a bit, but not Robyn as much because honestly, on the outside looking in, Robyn is the one that has the most quote-unquote healthiest, if you can even say that, relationship with Kody. So even though she's been extremely emotional, especially in the Tell-All, I kind of steered away from Robyn as much because honestly, she's the least of the worries, or so it seemed. But this past week, I spent some time looking back at the tell-alls, listening to what Robyn really had to say, and Robyn is extremely worried, not only about the family dynamic, but about her and Kody's marriage as well. As most of you probably know, Robyn has spent the last 2 seasons blaming herself for all the Brown family problems. And in a lot of ways, she isn't wrong. Robyn entered the family nearly 2 decades ago after Kody married Christine. This sudden addition to the family certainly threw off their family dynamic and it created some serious tension. And let's be honest about it, that tension never really went away. In the most recent Sister Wife Tell-All episodes, Robyn did raise concerns that Kody, delusioned with polygamy, could opt to leave his entire family behind and start over. She said she'd seen it happen in their culture before. The question is would Kody dissolve all of his unions for something brand new? The truth is, you guys, if you look back at seasons past, Robyn Brown does have reasons to be concerned. Although it may seem like Robyn and Kody's marriage is the most solid right now, they've had a lot of issues along the way. In fact, if you guys don't remember, Kody once threatened to legally divorce Robyn if she wasn't willing to bend to his will. And I know we've talked about this on my channel before, but in a marriage of any kind, weaponizing divorce is literally the last thing you do. In my opinion, it cannot get any more toxic than that. And if you're in a toxic relationship where it becomes acceptable to weaponize divorce just to get what you want, odds are it's not going to last. But for those of you who don't remember, this actually happened before the coronavirus pandemic pushed them closer together. Kody actually threatened to dissolve their partnership when Robyn wasn't interested in buying a house. Of course, they did end up buying the house and Kody got his way. But the point is Kody's willingness to just threaten divorce doesn't seem to bode well for the long-term health of their relationship. But even though Robyn has these concerns and she made sure to share them on the tell-alls, Sister Wife fans are convinced she'll be the last one standing when it's all said and done. A lot of them agree that Kody's going to end up leaving the family. They just believe that Robyn is going to be riding off in the sunset with him. And I don't know, you guys, this is something I go back and forth on. When I listen to Robyn talk and where she stands with it and her fears and concerns, it does come down to the fact that, well, if Kody runs off and decides that he wants to be monogamous with just Robyn, she stated so many times she doesn't want to be in a monogamous relationship. And Kody did share his doubts about polygamy in the tell-all. So for all we know, he may not even want to do polygamy anymore. And that, my friends, could be a make or break for him and Robyn. Something else I find rather interesting is over on the Sister Wives subreddit, a lot of the users suspect that the couple has actually been living monogamously for quite some time. They theorize that Kody and Robyn will keep up the act of polygamy for the show alone. And this is another thing that I bounce back and forth on. Is it possible? Absolutely. But I think we're giving Robyn a little bit too much credit. Y'all know Sobbin' Robyn could not keep a secret that big. I'm sorry. I just can't believe that. Bless her heart, she is just way too sensitive, and I just don't think that if that was going on, she would be able to keep that kind of secret. Another thing that I took note of this past week as I was looking back on the show, looking back on everything, literally all of Kody's other wives have told him at some point that they thought Robyn was going to ruin their family. Majority of them said something all the way back in season 1, you guys. So the fact that throughout 16 seasons, Kody hasn't listened not once, that just goes to show, if nothing else, he definitely has a favorite. What we know for a fact is that when it comes to all of his other wives at this point, they're pretty much done. Christine just left. She's living her best life. Miri, she's doing whatever Miri does, but she is thriving and living her best life. And Janelle enjoys being solo dolo. It does kind of feel like at this point they are just putting on this act of polygamy, whether it's for the show, their religion, whatever the case may be. Maybe they don't even realize, or it's not intentional. But Robyn is seriously tricking herself if she doesn't realize she's in a monogamous relationship. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that Robyn and Kody are going to stay together no matter what? Maybe even start a new polygamous family? Or will they just choose to stay monogamous once the other ladies leave? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, if you want to stay in the loop with Sister Wives updates, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing before you go, and tapping the bell for post notifications. That way you are notified every single time I upload. I appreciate you guys to the moon and stars, and until the next one, mwah. Bye guys!